What is good, y'all? Aretha here, your realtor and trusted advisor. And by the end of this video, you'll understand why the term 90% of problems can be resolved by communication. Really basic communication. 90% of problems can be resolved by communication. I live by this simply because not just because I'm a realtor, but also I'm a mother. I'm also a wife. And just like most of us, I'm also a child. I have parents. And communication, I feel, is 90 definitely resolved 90% of problems. Of course, the other 10% does require action in some way, shape, or form. However, communication definitely alleviates a lot of communication issues, just simply because I definitely wanted to share my perspective, because clarity is power. And you cannot bring clarity to a situation just staying internal and not expressing yourself. For example, that saying, closed mouth don't get fed. No one's going to know what's going on with you internally until you open your mouth and allow that discomfort, if it is a discomfort, or even that acknowledgement would be enough as well. I explain this also with my clients, because even in business, again, no one knows what's going on until someone opens their mouth. It's something to be going wrong with a deal. And if no one says anything, this problem will get overlooked, and eventually it starts to snowball and gets bigger. So that's where I feel that 90% of problems can be resolved simply by saying, "Hey, I have a problem." And then you can start talking out with not only experts, but just someone who just cares about you. Because sometimes venting resolves a lot of those issues. Now, prior to being a realtor, I was a customer service representative for 11 years. I've worked with credit bureaus, I've worked with uh, cable companies, I've worked with telephone companies doing technical support as well as setting up the services and sales. And in all of these aspects, yes, I was a customer service representative speaking to these people, but also it takes the listening. The listening is super important, because again, you can listen to respond, or you can listen to understand. And that's why I always schedule a consultation with my clients. And I definitely like to do it in person or either via Zoom. So that way I can not only hear and let you allow you to be able to talk and express yourself, but I also can get the non-verbal cues as well. Those moments where someone's thinking, they just have that thinking face on, or those moments where people have moments of just disbelief. You can see it on their face. It's always those non-verbal cues that can help juggle along a conversation. So again, 90% of problems can be resolved by communication, whether it's you're needing a property to sell, or if you're just feeling uncomfortable in a relationship, or if your children are not necessarily washing dishes and you just say, "Hey, I need a little help." There's nothing wrong with being human. So communicate with your community, communicate with your neighbors, communicate with your friends, communicate with your associates. You never know what you'll get out of a simple 5-10 minute conversation. It can change your life. If you found this video useful, definitely hit that like button. Hit any comments if you have something that you would like to see or like to hear me say. Definitely leave some information for me so I can get some positive feedback and I can continue helping you. Thank you for your time. And as always, you have a wonderful day on purpose.